There. Looks like my microphone was muted. Yeah. See there? I didn't say anything important. Oh, but you missed that it's February 17th, 2024. And you missed the time it was at that time. 11:01 and a half now. Good morning, everybody. I'm a little bit under the weather. Started developing a headache about half an hour ago. So if you get the impression I'm a little subdued, then you're right. I'm doing a little more setup. See if I get speaker bot. Yeah, that's not right. Let's enable that. Enable that. See if it gives me my messages. February. John Williams says February. And I didn't hear that come through on speaker bot. Desktop audio is still muted. But I should have heard it. Try the speaker bot again. I don't know what you mean by saying February, John. Did I say the wrong month? It's the 18th? No, it's the 17th. Oh, Sam's in Australia, so I think it's the 18th for him, if I'm remembering that right. All right, where to go, where to go? Is there anybody in Zoom yet? Dennis is in chat. He sent me an email saying he might be late, but I guess he's available, wanting to connect remotely to his computer and see what's going on with that private networks changing to public. John Williams just tried another audio. It is February. I'm still not hearing it. Oh, let's go check this. Let's go check this. And I'm going to show you what I'm doing this time. Because I caught this the other day, yesterday, where I went to, let's see, platforms, YouTube, account, and it wasn't signed in yesterday. I think that was during, that was during Windows Daily. So I'll click sign in with the goggle. Oh, that just signed in right away. I don't think I selected that auto connect button yesterday, or checkbox. Maybe that was it. All right, let's test again, SpeakerBot. Show me what you got, SpeakerBot. And so all the users not hidden. It's interesting that it shows me all the users from the past. And oh, SpeakerBot gave me put in the text messages. I think John said, is it working now? That's what his his chat message says. I only heard a piece of it. I didn't hear it all the way. Yeah, let's go look at something. I don't know what. Over here. Topics for today. That's what I was trying to say. I couldn't think of the words. Number 3 is Dennis with his 3 network adapters changed from private to public soon after selecting private. Now he put in additional information in chat. And I did not update the topics list with respect to that.
Are you DougBetts? Maybe an imposter?
Right. Yes, I am an imposter. You caught me. I am not DougBetts. So let's see. Dennis said update all 3 network solutions on this silly machine are resorted to public network each and every time I reboot. So it's rebooting that reverts it to public. And I didn't even catch that when I read this 3 times already today. Dennis says he'll need my applet. It's in the description of this video. There's a link in the description of this video, Dennis, that you can click on to get your computer connected. And he says also, I also have Windows 11 Insider Preview on that machine. So that's the silly machine. The onboard Ethernet on that side stays on private network each time. I'm thinking he means the side of the computer. He threw me a little bit with that, so I'm not quite sure. And is that onboard Ethernet, is that a fourth network solution on the silly machine? Currently on my main Windows 11 installation, which by definition is not the silly machine, I guess, and using my Wi-Fi adapter as set as a public network. Okay, that's just what he's going to be using today. Just talk to us. Oh, it's a dual boot machine. That's what he means by the other side. Okay, I get it. Yeah, that didn't give me a clue that it was on a different boot. Partition, didn't even think of that. Also have Windows 11 Insider Preview on that machine. Okay, that's not the operating system where this is happening. When he's using that operating system, the onboard Ethernet stays on private network. So that's given us a clue that it is something within the operating system of the silly machine computer, and that affects 3 different network adapters. So I'm guessing the onboard Ethernet, and I think he said a USB Wi-Fi, and he said a USB Ethernet, he's previously told me. Let's see, there he is showing up on Baby Beast. I've had this happen before where when I stand up here and start doing a show, my headache kind of dissipates, and I'm starting to feel that maybe that's going to be the case. Dennis, are you able to come into Zoom? Maybe you need that. Do you need the Zoom link, Dennis? Watching chat to see that. Rhyming again. All right, might as well catch up on some chat messages. Chris lets us know. Let's see. Dennis says, let me try Zoom. Just in case anyone's interested in knowing, Uncle Carrie's optimizer does work on XP. I was dying to know that, Chris. Thanks for letting me know. Not. And I already did those. Sam Lazar, Alice, hello. Did you change number 3 to? Yeah, I did. Awesome tune for referring to the trailer, which was playing over and over in my head before the show. At one point I was wondering if that was triggering a headache. Something about bad love, or I don't remember. Currently listening to Green Day, Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Greg Guy, good morning all in chat. Just having coffee. Gwen Stefani from Dennis. And REM Losing My Religion. Hello, Ida. Duran. Oh, wow. I just reminded myself to relax. And you might have seen me just. All right, I see there's a couple of people in Zoom now. I'll get to you in a moment. I'm going to turn on my timer to remind me every 5 minutes to relax a mundo. Let's do that. Come on, press play. There we go. All right, let's go say hello in Zoom. I'm going to unmute my microphone in Zoom, so now you can hear me and you can mute your YouTube audio. Turn on my camera in Zoom so you can see me. Oh, that's got my video all messed up. Here, I'll show the audience what that looks like to them. Now I need to get back to, whoops, wrong keyboard. I can get this keyboard out of here. I don't need it anymore. Need to get to my Logitune and then go to this. Just bringing this up is enough to fix that camera. So I'll minimize that. And then I'm gonna change the audio so that I can hear. Oh, let's see. I wonder if you've been hearing. No, you shouldn't have been hearing people in Zoom. If I change to here, now I should be able to hear, and the audience should be able to hear. So Dennis is not muted. Hello, Dennis.
Hello.
How
are you?
Good. For anyone who's wondering, Dennis is probably not going to turn his computer on because it's really hot there, and he's not dressed appropriately for camera view usually.
I don't have the camera hooked up to this computer anyway.
Oh, okay. And let's say hello to Sam Lazar. Hello, Sam.
Hello from Melbourne, Australia.
Yes, good to see you.
Well,
And Sam has a topic for today too, but we'll go start with Dennis's topic, okay?
I'm displaying my network connections.
Okay, I'm not actually seeing your screen yet, so let me do a couple
Okay.
clicks here. You might have some other clicks to approve.
Okay. Yes. Should be up.
Now I got one more click to do, which might prompt you again.
It did.
Okay. Then, wait, I want to do this. I've got a different camera setup available to me. So when I turn over to Baby Beast, I get kind of out of frame with that camera. So let's do that and that. Nope, that's not what I need. Let's do it over here. Turn off that one. Yeah, so now I can look towards Baby Beast, and that's much easier to see Dennis's screen. I'll go full screen.
Okay, let me explain what you're looking at.
Go ahead.
The first Ethernet in the upper left, that's the onboard Ethernet.
Okay.
Comes with the motherboard.
Okay.
Ethernet 2 is a virtual box. Don't even look at that.
Okay.
3 is ExpressVPN. Don't look at that.
Okay.
Another virtual box. I don't know why that's there, but
right.
Ignore that one also. Okay, Ethernet adapter is the USB to Ethernet adapter thing that I talked about on my email.
All right.
Local area connection. That's also ExpressVPN. Forget that.
Oh yeah.
The very last item is the Wi-Fi adapter with a USB.
And that's what.
Why not rename the network connections for easier identification?
Yeah, I'm going to reduce. Give me a minute. I'm going to reduce the volume on SpeakerBot because that hit my ears pretty loud. Iran Israel saying, why not rename the network connections for easier identification? If a person were going into here a lot, yeah. And so, but Wi-Fi adapter is pretty obvious to us, so we don't need to rename that, but we can. And that's it's a very useful thing to do. But
I actually added the word adapter to both of the ones that are adapters. Yeah.
All right. The wording that's in here is pretty apparent to me, so I'm not worried too much about that.
Good idea.
I see VirtualBox there. I see Express. I see VirtualBox. I see USB 2 gigabit. They're pretty easy for me. I'm not sure what I would rename them to make them more apparent. But anyway, it's good pointing out that you can do that.
Yeah. So the very first one, remember, is the one installed on the motherboard, the Realtek family controller.
Yeah. Now I see.
Why 2 VirtualBox adapters?
Well, Rand is asking why 2 VirtualBox adapters, but that's kind of outside the bounds of our objective today.
I only have VirtualBox installed once on the machine, so I don't know why there's 2 of them.
Okay, so that's a quick.
And ExpressVPN just does what it does. So
sure, sure. Let's witness the symptom. I want to witness you setting it to private network and then observe it switching back to public. And I think you said in today's chat is the first time I realized that the change occurs when you restart the computer. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, go ahead and demonstrate then.
So I'm going to go to the modern settings.
Okay.
There's my Wi-Fi right there.
Yeah.
And now it says it's a private network. I thought I said I was on public. It says private. You silly goose.
Well, yesterday I had a very similar thing happen where I asked my client to demonstrate the symptom that he was having trouble with, and it worked perfectly. He did not have the symptom.
I will bet you money that if we restart right now, it'll switch to public.
Let's go ahead and do that. We can keep the remote connection alive. It should come back automatically.
I shall restart.
All right. And your Zoom connection is not through that computer, right?
No, I'm through a different machine.
All right.
We're actually using the Aurora bot controller machine,
Okay.
if you understand that.
Yeah, I was contemplating referring to them as maybe DDT and bot.
Yeah, you can call them that.
Although I guess the audience wouldn't recognize those terms so much. Those are the terms when we play Fortnite. Dennis is playing on the DDT machine, and he uses the bot machine, which gets us into bot lobbies with Fortnite. So we have a easy button.
Now, to be even more confusing, the silly machine, as I called it, isn't even playing Fortnite. It's a third machine.
Oh,
But,
so you
but
have.
I use all three of them for production.
Okay.
Come on.
The one we're connected to now. Oh, I got another connection coming in. A second connection. That's.
Oh, that would be me. Ignore it.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought it might be.
You want me to? I'll have to log in. You want me to log in?
Yeah, we're seeing your screen now. Your password won't be visible. You're using a PIN.
Okay. Let's go back to where we were. The modern interface. And it says public. Yay.
All right.
Except, boo, it's not supposed to do that.
Okay. Now, you're telling me, Jen, that if you switch it to private network now, it will go back to public, but we just witnessed that. So we don't really need to witness that again. Because it was on private. You restarted the computer. It came back as public. And it is connected by Wi-Fi. But you also said that when you use the USB, onboard USB, you get the same symptom, right?
When I use the Ethernet adapter with the USB, yes, I do. It does switch. Yesterday, all day, it did not switch. But today it switched.
How about the onboard Ethernet? This has an Ethernet connection on the motherboard?
Yeah, it's also doing the same thing.
Okay.
All three are doing the same thing.
Okay. I would like to capture that on video. Now you can switch. We don't have to disconnect. You can plug in your Ethernet, and then we can disconnect from your Wi-Fi, and my remote connection will blip. It'll go out for a moment, but it will automatically recover.
So if the last time I did this, it swapped from the Wi-Fi to the Ethernet because the Ethernet takes priority over the Wi-Fi, I guess.
Yeah, I've seen some computers that it doesn't do that. So that's a little confusing to me. I've seen some computers where I see network traffic going over both adapters if they're both signed in, but we will disconnect from the Wi-Fi.
So do you have a preference? Do you want the motherboard or do you want the USB?
Motherboard.
All right, here we go. You may have a connection issue for a second.
Yeah, I'm expecting that.
Switches back. Okay, can you? Oh, obviously you can hear me. Well, I'm using a different machine.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi adapter is still connected, so I have not lost my connection yet. So we want to.
Oh, I'm showing down here in the bottom right that we're on Ethernet. The thing is on Ethernet.
Yeah, I see that now, but you were just at a screen that was showing both of the connections. You went to a different screen.
Yeah, there's the main screen right there.
Yeah, but do you see that the Wi-Fi says connected as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can disconnect that if you want.
Yeah. So we can do that by turning it off.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's the easy way to do it. And that's the most assured way to do it, because if we actually disconnect from your SSID, your computer might reconnect to it at some point. So yeah, go ahead and turn that off.
It's off.
I don't see it as off. Oh, here's my blip. There we go. So I didn't actually see you turn it off because the moment you did that, I lost my connection. It'll come back. So we'll just wait for a few moments. Sam, I'm going to do a start to get our connections established. Otherwise, it will drop.
Yep, sounds great.
All right. So now coming back to Dennis's computer.
Okay, your applet is showing you're connected now.
Yeah. So now that's showing public network. And go ahead and change that to private.
The properties and private.
Okay. And now in order to see that switch back to public, we need to restart the computer. Is that correct?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
So goodbye, everybody.
While that's restarting, I'll go complete the connection to Sam's computer. So you might have some clicks to make.
Just allowing it. Yep, doing all that now.
Now we will rename these two that say customer because we want to keep them identified.
I'm gonna be muted, Doug, while you're talking to him.
Well, okay. Well, I'm not talking with him right now. We've done what we were going to do. It's giving your computer a chance to reboot. Well, we could go ahead and bring up the remote connection to Sam because that computer will take a little while to reboot.
Allow that. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So we're into Sam, and in the description of today's live stream, you'll see that he's having problems with this Intel driver support assistant updating. Okay, so we're not gonna go talking about that now. Just using a little bit of dead time while we're waiting for this reboot. Here we go.
So put the mouse over on the top of where it says Ethernet connected. If you click on that, you'll see the moment of truth. See, it says public network.
Public network. Okay, so what is causing this to change that way? I want to go to here, firewall settings. I want to know, did it actually switch you to the public firewall profile? And it did. So when you switch this to private network, is that switching you to private firewall? It is not.
Oh, I need to refresh that, I guess. I don't know.
Let's see. Yeah, that might have been what I needed to do. Let's see. So
read my request in chat.
Zavia is saying, read my request. Okay, let me check on that. Can you check in group policy, navigate to local computer policy, Windows settings, security settings, network list manager policy? That is on my list of things to do, but you gave that to me in a really good form because I was going to have to go poking around to find that, but that was on my mind too. So we will get to that, Zavi. So here we got private firewalls on. We're on private network. Now I'm going to actually close that.
Fortunately for us, we are running Windows 11 Pro, so you can go straight to it.
Yeah, without having to install, whatchamacallit, group policy editor. Okay, so there we're on private network, and I'm going to click back into firewall, and I want to see that changed, sticked. Okay, now let's restart the computer. Yeah, so I'm hoping I did demonstrate. I'm not sure that I did. Switching it to private. Yeah, I did switch it back to private and saw that it was still on public network for the profile. So what I'm hoping here is that if the profile is now on private, that when you restart the computer, it'll stick to the private for the network.
Okay.
Okay, so got Sam's computer up on screen. Intel Driver Support Assistant, one software update available, download all, and I'm understanding when you click to download this, it fails to download. Is that right?
Correct. Yep, hence my screenshot.
All right, so I'll click download.
Yep.
Oh, download
I've done every
failed
update.
unexpectedly right there.
Hmm.
Did you send me a screenshot? I don't remember looking at
Yes,
one.
I did. In the email, yep.
All right.
I had to quickly take a screenshot.
All right. Yeah, you got to be quick to capture that. What I do when I'm trying to capture that is record the screen and then go grab the frame that I need.
Yeah, that'll probably be easier than me trying several times.
Yeah, it can be difficult. So one software update available. This is in Edge, Microsoft Edge. Did you try it in a different browser?
No, I haven't tried another browser. I could try a private browsing window first.
Yeah.
That could work. Maybe what else? It could be in the download folder for the driver assistant already downloaded, maybe.
Now this is one software update available update. So this is the update right here, right?
Correct.
Trying to get, and there's an exclamation mark here. Installing this graphics driver from Intel will remove customizations from your computer manufacturer. But all we're trying to do now is download it. This is not installing it. So I'm going to try this download button. And we get up here, download failed unexpectedly. All right, so that introduces this subject to me and the audience. I'm going to switch back to Dennis's computer.
Sure.
And here we're back with Dennis.
I'm just sitting on the desktop there.
All right. Ethernet connected. Click on it. We're on public. Network. We're back on public. Okay. And then if we go to firewall, are we still on private firewall? We're back on public firewall. So I'm thinking what's really happening is it's the firewall switch is the source of the trouble. Now let's go down Zvi's requested path. I'll bring that up on screen for the YouTube audience. Can you check group policy, navigate to local computer policy, Windows settings, security settings, network list manager policies. Let's go back. Left arrow, Windows security. It's not clicking back for me. Thank you very much for being uncooperative. We're still on public network. Go to settings. Security settings. Privacy and security. Network list manager. Now, I don't know if he's expecting this to be the control panel style interface or this one. Network list manager policies. This is a path I don't think I've been down before. Windows security. Firewall network protection. Yeah, my brain is out working in half performance mode. Where do I go here, Zvi? Should we go to control panel instead of this path? Or just go to GP edit? Oh, I know.
I have control panel in the start menu, by the way.
Oh, all right. Group policy editor is GP edit, isn't it? No, poll edit.
MSC.
Poll edit. GP edit MSC works. Okay.
GP edit.
Okay, this is where he wants me to go to the pad to navigate. Group policy, navigate to local computer policy. Let's make this bigger. Can you make that left column wider? That doesn't work very well over the remote connection. I can eventually get it, but it's just struggle. Local computer policy, Windows settings, security settings, network list manager policies. That's why I wasn't recognizing this path, is because it's in GP edit. All right, so we want to see what's going on here. Networks that cannot be identified, identify networks, temporary state of networks, process all networks that the user connects to network. That one's not configured, not configured, not configured, not configured. So
yeah, I'm real content with what Windows. I'm content with what Microsoft sets in there.
Oh yeah,
me doing something.
Yeah, it'd be fairly rare that anybody would be doing that, perhaps in a large enterprise environment or with laptops. Zavi, do you see anything in there of interest? And Sam is reporting that download also failed in Chrome.
Yep.
Let's see, what else was I thinking? Yeah, if your computer is somehow recognizing your router as a public router, that could be an issue, but that's only happening on this installation of Windows. Your other installation on the other partition doesn't have this problem, correct?
Not as far as I can tell.
Okay. Looking back at chat to see if Zavi's got anything more that he's requesting from that. It's been a while now, and with no further comment there, he says,
change network to private.
Change network to private in here. Let's see. We do that in here. Configured icon, location, private, user permissions. So this feels like a sledgehammer way to force the computer to abide to our will, not actually figuring out what's triggering it to switch to public. Here we're essentially forcing it to do what we want. But that's worth checking and seeing at least, will it behave with this? User cannot change name. Let's see. So user permissions not configured. We don't need to configure user permissions. I think that's all we need to do. And
is there another router to connect to for testing? Maybe a hotspot on a mobile phone?
Interesting idea. I'll talk that through in a moment. Yeah, Dennis, go ahead and restart the computer while I address. Ran Israel asked, is there another router to connect to for testing? Maybe a hotspot on a mobile phone? Not another router in the apartment, of course, but sharing his internet connection from his cell phone. Does that tell?
My cable modem is capable of Wi-Fi, if that helps.
I don't think so, because it's still the same router. And haven't you already tried that? You already connect. Yeah, you've already shown us connecting by Wi-Fi.
If I connect to the cable modem via Wi-Fi, then my router gets taken out of the equation.
Oh, the cable modem directly. Oh, because you have your cable modem and then you have your own router. So you could connect Wi-Fi directly to your router. That sounds like a good thing to try. But not yet.
Yeah, for experimentation, because it won't do me any good for moving files around, obviously.
Yeah, experimentation only. There's no other antivirus software running, Jim asks.
Nope, just Windows Security. All right, let's see what it says now.
Go ahead. You drive. I'm trying to keep chill.
It says public.
Ha! Well, that is surprising. I thought that was going to be a sledgehammer way to force it to our will. Zvi, did we do something wrong there? Let's see if the firewall is still on private. Maybe the firewall's on private, but it's giving us network public. Could that be? No, we're on public in the firewall. Well, okay, let's see. Here's another thing that could be done. Where is it? Oh, click on public network and then allow file sharing. Active.
Another thing to try is to reset the network profiles list in the registry and let the machine redetect everything.
Greg M. had an interesting question.
When private network is enabled, is network discovery enabled?
I actually don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Give me some guidance where to see network discovery. When you first connect to a router, there's a slide panel that'll come out from the right. There's a little different experience on Windows 10 that asks, do you want your computer to be discoverable? And that's the only place I'm aware of where to set discovery. I'm sure there is another place. I just don't know how.
I can show you real quick
Yeah,
where
go ahead.
I always see it.
Sure.
Right here on the network tab. Oh, this. Okay, it's picking up my other computer. My Zoom computer is Ryzen 2, and that's obviously on the network. But the other computer is not showing up.
Well, it's
Ryzen 3 is what we're messing with.
Ryzen 3 is this computer.
Would Windows operating system need to be activated in order
I don't
to
know
be
why
private?
it's not there. Let me switch this to private and see what it does. Oh, now they're both there.
All right.
You see that?
Yeah.
Let me refresh here.
A failed attempt.
now it's gone
Just a
again.
suggestion.
Okay, Zvi, thank you.
That's actually in my way here. I'm going to put it back on public. Get rid of that. And bring it back. There's the question.
Oh, network discovery and file sharing are turned off. Network computers and devices are not visible. Click to change. Yeah, but that's how can we navigate to a place to set that? Turn on network discovery, file sharing, network and sharing. Yeah, here's network discovery.
Yeah, there's.
So here
there's
it's in it's in advanced sharing. So we can get to that with advanced sharing. So this is in public network. So if we turn this on, it would, and file and printer sharing turned on, it would solve your need. You want to be able to copy files through the network between computers, but you would be.
But somebody else can also do it somewhere else.
You have screen blue enabled,
public,
Doug.
I mean, if it's public, everybody can look at my files, right?
Well, no, only if they're inside your router. Only if they're inside your network. If your computers had a public IP address, then yes. But your firewall protects
we're
you.
using my
Remove the
we're
blur
using the
section.
router's IP range, so you are correct.
All right. So I think somebody's saying that I got a blur active. Yes, indeed, I do.
Oh, I see it. I see it on your.
Put it to
YouTube.
private and enable network discovery.
Put it to private and enable network discovery. Well, okay, let's go see what happens when we go to private. Well, we just open this private networks and see that network discovery is turned on. So when you're on the private networks firewall profile, network discovery is turned on. When he's got the private network profile and the network is set to private, he is able to transfer files. So we're not concerned about discovery when private networks is selected. What we're concerned about is why does it keep switching automatically to public on a reboot. I'm kind of wondering about auto runs. Can show us scheduled things that are happening on startup, scheduled tasks, something that's happening on reboot that's triggering it to go to public.
Let me go find auto runs for you real quick.
All right.
Gosh.
This is Windows Pro in answer to Greg M's question. Windows 11 Pro. I'm going to click the full screen in my upper left corner so you don't see my computer around the perimeter.
1 sec. I'm going to take the headset off.
All right.
Very noisy here, I know. I'm looking for the executable.
I'll come say hello to the newcomer, Gary Weisenberger, connecting to audio. I think he's there. Hello, Gary.
Hello.
Hello.
There, I launched auto runs.
All right. Gary, did you have any specific comments on what we're trying to do now, or just here to assist and participate?
Actually, a couple of comments on both, to be honest. First, Sam's is the easy one, I think. Check if it's got either BitLocker or control folder access, most particularly control folder access activated. It will prevent downloads to the download folder.
Okay, controlled folder access is in security. Protection is now, I think it's in here. Virus and threat. Where is that at? I know the setting you're talking about. I'm just not real quick to remember how to get there. Do you know how?
Manage settings.
Under what?
Next one. You were there. Manage settings under virus and threat protection.
Minus. Okay.
Managed, right there.
Manage settings for virus and threat protection settings. Ah, okay.
Be at the bottom.
Bottom of that.
I'm not mistaken.
Controlled folder access is what you're asking?
Very bottom.
Or now there's also
Yes,
temper protection. It's turned off.
Yeah, that was first thought.
All right. Was there another thought on Sam's issue, or do you want to tell us your thoughts on Dennis's issue?
And the second, yeah, no, let me think about Sam's, because that's the one that is definite. If that was on, I would say you're right there with Sam. The other is just a laptop on Sam's real quick.
The V did send a link where I can download the driver manually. I could just download it manually, run it, see if that fixes anything.
But is that a laptop?
Yep.
I have personally in the past, I don't use the Intel Assistant, but it doesn't like doing, for me, personal experience, graphics drivers on a laptop. They tell you to go to the manufacturer.
Oh, okay. I usually do manufacture first, then Intel driver, and it works fine 99% of the time.
Yeah, I mean, I've had trouble with laptops in the past.
Oh, okay. This is the first time I've had.
But I actually use NVIDIA drivers and Intel drivers and download them from, there. I never. I don't use desktops except for servers.
Oh, okay.
And it worked for CAD machines. That's it.
Okay, well, now that makes me wonder, is this a Lenovo laptop?
Yep. A Lenovo
Okay.
ThinkPad.
So you've done the Lenovo drivers. Why are you doing Windows? Why are you doing the Intel driver?
The reason I'm doing Intel as well is it gives an even later version of the driver. But sometimes in the past, I've had issues when I've had a driver, let's say from Dell on my work computer. But when I go straight to Intel, it works fine on Wi-Fi.
For what it's worth, I agree with Sam on that one. But
Okay.
yeah, they don't like you overlaying, because laptop drivers are internal. Well, they're internal, and sometimes the vendor makes specifics for that drive, for that computer. Make it a little bit quicker, a little bit, the screen. Each laptop manufacturer uses a different panel.
So Gary, aren't you saying you prefer the manufacturer's driver?
Actually, no.
No.
No. Matter of fact, I downloaded it installed today, and I downloaded NVIDIA the 24th.
For a laptop?
Yep. Or not the 24th. What date did I download? This week, it was Tuesday. On my personal computer, work week, go with the manufacturer. But for my personals, I get the latest and greatest. Until literally it was until if you have an 11th gen or above, was last night.
Okay.
And NVIDIA was last Tuesday for laptops. And I think for AMD, it was the 23rd of January for laptops, depending on which version, of course. Right. Oh, and on going back to Dennis's, this I have seen personally, but I've never run into it personally. That's a weird answer, a friend of a friend type of thing. What it was, and I think you heard something about partitions.
He's got a it's a dual boot computer, so there's a separate bootable partition, and that other partition does not have this problem.
Right, which partition was created first, this one or the other one?
I think this one.
The other one was. This one was?
I'm thinking it would be this one. Dennis, are you on audio with us?
Sorry, I was muted. The one we're looking at is the older partition.
Okay, then my theory is shot out the window.
Okay.
Two losses in one time.
Yeah, now you're in my world.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we got log on. These are things happening on log on. Discord EADM is an EA desktop. Galaxy client, file not found. LG Hub, Logitech, system tray item, Microsoft Edge.
Interrupt you for a second. Is this on a domain?
This is not on a domain. This is on.
I didn't think it was.
This is in a home. Yeah. Let's see and run. Looking at that. Everything.exe void tools. Do you know what that is, Dennis?
Yep.
Okay.
I use the Everything app all the time.
Okay, fine. As long as it's something that you know and you want it to be there and it's not been a problem on other computers. File repository, that's file not found, so we're not even worried about that one. Command Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge. NetIE security registration with an NA name. msqueries.dll. Maybe somebody in chat can search that. IE security registration. Because it's the word security, it's making me think of network and firewall issues, potentially. Discord, ExpressVPN. Could your VPN software be setting all your networks to public as a way of protecting you? If it's got some kind of check mark in its options somewhere to protect your network connections.
We could take a look at the options for that.
Yeah.
If you want.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and minimize auto runs and then take us there.
Get rid of that. We'll leave that. We'll leave that. ExpressVPN. Don't look at my private stuff. Oh, there's nothing private about that. All right, here's all your options.
All right, so
probably should stay away from the account tab.
All right. Well, I'll let you do the clicking. I'll just ask you questions. Allow access to devices on the local network, such as printers and file servers. So that's under a section called network lock. So the assumption would be while you're using ExpressVPN, these are the settings that are enacted. But when you're not using it, I would think they should not be taking priority. But if you tell it if you got a checkbox there to allow access to devices, network lock, would it take action to disable that capability when you're not using the VPN?
Don't know.
Doesn't make sense to me that it would do that, because that seems kind of invasive. It makes sense that there's an option for you to allow devices on your local network while you're connected through the VPN, because it's easy to perceive that person might not want that. Okay, let's take a look at advanced protection. Do you want me to take that off screen so you can look at it?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, you're off screen.
I'm looking at the account section to see what's in there.
Go ahead.
Nothing harmful can happen unless you keep clicking.
Yeah.
There's advanced protection. Go ahead and
okay. So we're showing, hang on a moment. Clear the throat. Advanced protection, threat manager, block trackers, block malicious, block ads, block adult sites. None of those are checked. Okay. If you don't mind, go back to account. We can show the audience what's on there just to be aware of it. For friends, manage account, and sign out. Okay. I'm going to take it off screen and go to protocol.
All right. What am I looking at? Oh, I'm looking at the Zoom. Okay, I'm looking at YouTube. Okay. Okay. So you want protocol, right?
That's right.
Yeah,
protocol.
Here we are.
So here's what's on protocol. ExpressVPN will automatically pick the protocol most appropriate for your network. None of those others are selected. I don't see how anything there could be of interest to us. Okay, let's go to shortcuts. You're off screen. And then I'll show that. Show shortcuts after VPN connects. Nothing there of significance. You're off screen again. Browsers. Okay, and here coming on screen, the ExpressVPN browser extension lets you control your VPN connection directly from your browser. Yeah, can't see how that makes.
I'm surprised it's not available for Edge. Anyway.
Oh, interesting. Well, get browser extensions. It might be a download for it, but
Yeah.
That's not our interest right now.
No,
Okay,
it's
you're
not.
off screen. Go ahead to other. Okay, bring you back on screen. Share crash
Nothing
reports.
exciting.
Nope. Go back to general. At network lock. Allow access. Is there you're not using the VPN right now, correct?
No. Nope.
Okay, so, on the right-hand panel, I see where it says not connected. You'd have to click on that power button to turn it on.
Yep.
Stop all internet traffic at the VPN. Let's remove those two check marks under network lock and just try it. I don't think this is going to do it, but do them in the opposite order. Put a check mark back on the top. Take the bottom one off first, and then the top one. Oh, that's interesting.
It's not allowing me to undo that.
Stop. Okay, so
you try it.
All right. Well, I'll think it through. Allow access to devices on local network. Oh, okay, I see. If we don't allow access, this one is selected. If we take that one off, this one's automatically allow access. Okay, so I guess it's just the default is to allow. The only time that allowing access to other devices is if we are doing any stopping of internet traffic. If we're not stopping internet traffic at all, then you have to allow access to devices on the local network. What? Oh, that's stop internet traffic if VPN disconnects. Oh, well, hey, enough. I'm not going to try to understand that more. Oh, that'll aggravate.
What else is in here?
What do you got? Oh. You're off screen.
Nothing important.
Let's go into options.
really.
Let's go into options.
We were on options.
Was that what that was? Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Okay, well then go back and let me show the audience what's on that menu. Go that 3-bar menu again.
Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead and click it.
Let's see. I got the wrong button here. Yeah, it's VPN locations, options, which is where we were at, help and support, secure all your devices, get 30 days. So I guess that's to secure your other devices under the same account, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So we did make a change. And in here, did anybody in chat come up with a answer about this network security? I'm looking back at network security.
Yeah, that's a normal thing. That's no big deal.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
That's a normal thing to be present. All right.
It's .net, not network.
Oh, .net.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. That .net
It has to do with ASP and stuff.
Yeah. All right.
Coming off the server. So use that all the time, but that's not an issue with this. And actually, you can have a public or private network and still be discoverable. You just can't get there.
Okay.
I would try changing it in the registry and see if it pops back under computer.
Okay.
There's got to be something hitting it. Maybe some other program that's not, well, it'd be on the auto runs or.
Do you know how to navigate to that in registry?
Yeah, I would go to Windows. Yes, go to Regedit, obviously. Local machine software.
Let's see, I'm checking, make sure I'm not doing this on Baby Beast. Yeah. Local machine.
Well, do you have private or
software.
a good test? Do you have public or private, Doug?
Do I have public or private? What? On my network?
Yeah.
My network, I have private.
And we can see if yours is equal to mine also. But anyway, go to local machine software.
Yeah.
Microsoft. Or excuse me. Stop. My fault. Back up, Gary. Go to system. Local machine system. Current control set.
Local machine.
Oh, there's system.
System. Current control set.
Services. N1.
N1.
Nancy 1.
Nancy 1. Okay, I clicked on any of those and then press the letter N. And N.
Or
NL.
N. Okay, so then
further
I'll
down.
do NL. Should give me the first one that starts with NL.
Right there. And look for, I can't even think of my words right now. Should be enable probing or something. Where am I at? To start drinking. Perimeters. Yeah, you're set. We want service type is 1. That's private. And it should stay there.
Service ID 1. Okay. So that's what it's currently set at. When we restart, we can open Regedit. It'll come right back to this same key.
And also go down to parameters too. Also, I'm sorry, parameters also.
Required parameters? No, privilege.
No, 2 down from where you're at right now. On the right, on the left.
All right.
Trying to look at 2 screens at once. And expand that. Go down to internet. And you're looking for enable active probing there.
Enable active probing is set to 1.
That's what you want it. It should stay at private.
Okay.
It stays on mine.
So if that's
when I change it to
if
0,
that's
it goes to
changing
public.
back somehow, something is changing, then the registry should also be reflecting that change. How about if we were to look at, see, it shows that now, but we're in the current profile. If we were to go to, let's see, that's current user edge key local machine. Not current control set, but for the current user.
I suggest reset and redetect the network profiles.
Try that. I don't think that's overridden there, but it might be. Let's go look. I've never used current user for that.
Because
there is a group policy to revert back to private or public.
I don't think that variable was either.
I got people talking in my ear at the same time. I'm trying to think this through, and you're still saying more things, so let me catch up. See, if we go look at the current user right now that's signed in, that should have dynamically gotten changed when we change this setting in the current control set. Of course, going to look at that is just to look at it. Greg M is saying there's a group policy to revert back to private or public. Is that not what we looked at earlier, or is that a different group policy than what we looked at earlier? Greg, were you watching back then?
That is the only one there is. There's not another one.
Yeah, well, I see Greg M has a link earlier in chat. There's a way to force network type to public and private via group policy. And
I think that's what you used a while ago.
And
Sorry.
actually, Lawn Dog does have an idea there that was on my list of things to do, is creating a separate user account on this Windows boot partition and see if it encounters the same problem. Dennis, have you tried that?
No, I haven't. I haven't gotten that far yet.
Yeah, if it doesn't have the problem, then that would tell us that this is a user-specific problem with this user. If a new user has the same problem, then that would mean it's something happening before the user elements of the system.
I wish I could reach. Hold on, let me see something.
And Greg is saying...
Let me check something.
Hey, Doug, quick question.
Yeah.
About the group policy. I know you changed it to private and it changed back, but did you put not user changeable also?
No, I don't think we did that. Well, I noticed whether user could rename or not.
Maybe a local program is trying to rename it. That's all I'm thinking.
Just turn that off. My wife has an account on here, and I hardly ever use it.
All right. Let's go see if it has the same problem.
Okay, let's
Perfect.
Log me out. Sign out. Are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
That should kill everything, including regedit.
Yeah.
Go to my wife's account. That's my beautiful wife. Don't complain. That's what Ida looks like, Ida Rivera. Okay. It's going to look very, very similar, except less icons.
You're married to the inventor of the first numerical computer. I am impressed.
To the first what?
Ada Lovelace.
Oh,
first
right.
History buff.
Well, I'm not connected to any networks.
That's interesting. It says not connected, and then the sys tray in the bottom right, it shows the computer monitor showing that we are connected. I got the mouse for a moment. Coming down here to the network connection, it says internet access, but up here it says you are not connected. Interesting.
That's weird. Stop talking.
Ethernet adapter not connected. Yikes.
Now I have all these adapters still plugged in. Maybe it's confused.
All right. Could it be Ethernet?
I can disconnect it. All I have to do is unplug the USB port.
Oh, here down here we have Ethernet adapter. Not. Oh, this one shows connected. Up here shows connected.
Oh, it was. Oh.
No, if I click up here, it says not connected. Down here shows Ethernet connected. Down here, this Ethernet adapter not connected. So go ahead and disconnect it, and let's see if that fixes this part.
I'm going to disconnect all the USB adapters.
All right.
Starting with the Wi-Fi. And now the other one. And now we're only on the motherboard. It's now connected. Only the motherboard is connected. Live.
That's weird. Well, okay. Let's move on and see what. Let's see. Where is it showing?
Wait a minute. What did it say? Okay. I was making sure it's on the correct local address.
Okay.
It says 2.8, so that's correct. It's within the correct range.
That could be just the network awareness service not up to sync.
Why don't we do a reboot from this user?
Well, first I want to see if this is showing public or private. And I'm not seeing that here. How are we not at the same place that we were seeing on your interface?
I'm not sure. Oh, this is really annoying.
All right. I'm going to press the easy button here.
Hey, Doug?
Yeah.
Or Dennis, both of you together kind of thing. Can we make the virtual see if I can speak English today. Make the virtual networks not active and just the host or the virtual machines, excuse me.
Yeah, I like that.
We'd probably try that.
Because I'm thinking one of those may be overriding the host.
Okay.
Okay. I'll do the honors, Doug. Disable.
Yeah.
Disable. I'm disabling the VPN also.
Okay.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
VirtualBox and VPN are okay. They're all disabled.
All right.
Except for that's the onboard Ethernet.
Yeah.
Point at.
All right. Okay, go take us somewhere to see whether that's public or private. I'm just not thinking very well.
It says we're offline. I would want to do a restart at this point.
Let's get to firewall. Can I just search it here? Since the Ethernet adapter is not here, firewall and network protection. I'd like to know what profile we're on. It doesn't show any of these as active. Firewall is on, but none of them show as active. Yeah, let's restart. And just sign in as IDA.
Something is just not right.
Yeah. In fact, I'm going to have a look here. Yeah, it's not telling us that Dennis is signed in, so we'll do restart. And IDA apparently has admin rights because you were able to disable those devices while we were signed in as her.
Yeah, she has it. And she never touches the computer, by the way.
All right. Sam in chat says the laptop is now doing a driver update through Windows display driver. Same as what I did through Intel. but that Intel driver still won't download, right?
No, so what happened is I ran the manual driver, so I downloaded it manually separate to Intel, then I ran it and it works. And then now I don't get the error in Intel because it says it's up to date.
Okay.
Then now Windows Update's doing a display update. Intel.
No,
Okay.
it's doing a display panel driver, not adapter.
Display panel. Okay. The monitor.
Yep.
Yep. Let's see if Windows Update doesn't break Intel.
So
Yeah, it's the adapter though. If you go look under device manager, you'll see it under the monitors.
Okay. Yep.
You'll have one that's not one that's not active and one it is. You got 2 or 3.
Anyway,
it does it every time you update the driver.
Dennis, I have you off screen in case you were going somewhere else.
Yeah, I was just disabling Epic Games launcher.
Okay. Are you signed in with Ida's account?
Yeah, this is Ida's account.
Okay. Can I bring you on screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and check and see what we got. Ethernet connected.
Ethernet's connected. That's a good idea. Or good.
Public.
But it's public.
Okay, but now let's change it to private. This is the first time we've been able to change it to private for Ida's account.
Okay, now we're private.
Okay, then restart.
Restarting.
Okay, so Sam, once that display driver installs, then we still have the display adapter driver to deal with. Is that right?
No, I don't think so because I've done all Intel drivers and the Intel driver update says it's all up to date.
Oh, all right.
The Windows Update is doing that update, so I'll see what happens. It might ask me to reboot, which I'll do.
Okay, I've got your computer on screen now, Sam. Intel Corporation display downloading 65% through Windows Update.
Yep.
Was this an optional update?
No, this was not optional, but I went to Windows Update after running the Intel one manually, and it popped up.
Oh, okay. So you ran the Intel manually. That Intel display adapter driver you ran manually, right?
Correct.
Is that what you mean? What do you mean by manually? Does that mean that you downloaded it from a different computer to a USB?
Yep.
That's what you mean by manual.
Via my network share, my server.
Okay,
yeah,
sure.
manually.
Through your network. Fine. That's what you mean by manual. Okay.
So
the other computer was able to download from the Intel site, whereas this computer was not. So I'd be wondering, is that computer going to have other problems with downloading from websites?
I doubt it because it's done other updates fine, like Wi-Fi and.
All right. So yeah, if it's functioning on websites and this is the only one that you have the problem with, this computer is going to go to somebody else and you're not responsible for supporting it, I would concur to just let it go.
Yeah.
He downloaded from my link.
Do all updates first. That's my thing.
Oh, Zav's explaining that you did the download from his link. Ah, okay.
Yeah, correct.
All right. Thank you for that clarification, Zav. I know you guys were chatting back and forth in chat that I wasn't even trying to keep up with.
No, that's all right.
Greg M. in chat. Maybe it's time to get the Uber chicken out and beat the network issue without mercy. Or beat the network issue computer without mercy. All right, so we got restarted here, and there's the Ethernet and public. So
doing the same thing.
It's not connected to user account. When you boot to the other partition, you do not have this symptom. It will stick to public, so it's not a problem of identifying the router. Now, somebody had recently put in about resetting, and actually, have you even run the network troubleshooter?
No, I haven't.
I rarely find, well, yeah, I have found sometimes that it fixes things, but let's see. The way they want us to do, the new way for troubleshooters is they want us to go through troubleshooting. Troubleshoot settings. Other troubleshooters. Network and internet run. Connected to the internet, we didn't find any problems. Tried your website, check the yada yada yada. So nothing there. I'm very interested in getting it to a reset to the level that it thinks it's a newly attached network. So it actually forgets this current network and behaves as though it's a different router. And we also have the option of trying with your connecting directly to the Wi-Fi of your cable service modem. The problem there is if we get a yes or no, does that limit us down to anything? It takes me to the same place that I'm proposing that we go now, is to get it to recognize this router as a different device.
I posted the registry path.
Ran Israel posted the registry path to network list. Software, Microsoft, Windows NT, current version, network list. Oh, good. That looks likely. Now, this regedit won't go to the same place because we're on a different user account.
That's, hold on.
I'm sorry, you said hold on, and I went and clicked yes. I'm not sure.
No,
what...
go ahead and continue.
Okay.
HKLM is the machine, local machine, so it's for all accounts.
Yeah. HK local machine, software, Microsoft.
Yes, it will. This is HKLM.
Windows NT. I should have clicked on one of them and pressed W. Windows NT, current version, network list.
Let's see it now.
Okay. What I'm expecting to find here, open to find, is a way to delete this network.
Delete the entire profiles key and create a new one.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Rand Israel did a voice speaker bot. Delete the entire profiles key and create a new one. The entire profiles key. Meaning the network list, or is there a oh, there's a profiles key. Okay, got it. Ah, that's where that is. This, yeah, profile name, network. Name type 6, managed 0, description network, last connected, date created, category. I don't see anything there that would be causing it to treat this or do this symptom. And he's saying the entire profiles folder, but we could just do that key. Just out of demonstrating good practice, I will make an export of that registry key. My habit is C:\/ just so I don't have to go maneuver around, and anytime I go to computer and see reg - something, I know that it's something I did. Look chat. Zv, I can't look through all of the chat. Can you guide me to something specific? Oh, winter mutes. Category 0 public, category 1 private. I guess that's what he's referring to. All right. All right, Zv, I'll give that to you, that you just look at the recent comments would be enough. Okay, you're good. Reg, this is network profiles, network list profiles. network list profiles before deleting. That's essentially my method. And it's always going to say selected branch if you are on a specific branch. So when you said delete the profiles key, is there any difference between deleting the whole profiles key or just the sub keys? I can't imagine that it would matter, but we'll go ahead and delete the entire profiles key while we're waiting for a response on that question. And he may not know. Okay, then we'll restart. Let's see. How about, can we do this? Maybe we don't need to restart to get it to rediscover that network.
Does the profiles key itself has any values?
It says we're not connected again on the main page. One back.
Yeah.
Not connected.
Yeah. Let's see. How about metered connection is off. I'm a little bit thinking about turning on the Wi-Fi so that we can see what happens here, because I'm going to lose connection and we're not going to be able to see that flyout panel, I don't think, before I get reconnected. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. But if we do use the Wi-Fi, that could really confuse it. Now, there was only one network in that list.
Yeah,
You're troubleshooting mid-process. Take it step by step.
Plugged in for this user.
Okay, I had a speaker bot came through at the same time you were talking, Dennis. Dennis, repeat what you said.
Actually, what I said is not logical, but what I said was these USBs have never been connected to the IDA account.
Yeah,
we were just messing with the local machine account thing, which is for everybody.
Yeah, that wasn't using a current set. All right. I wouldn't be surprised to see more when we're signed in with you. So I don't know what you meant in ran with your troubleshooting mid-process, take it step by step. That's not specific enough. Can I trigger it? What I wanted to do is reconnect to that network. It is still connected, but we lost that profile. How can I get it to try to reconnect to that network, recognize it as a newly connected network, and let us see the flyout panel that asks if we want the computer to be discoverable? Oh, I know. Yeah, let's turn on Wi-Fi, disconnect the Ethernet, and then make sure that that profile is still deleted, and then switch back. I think that'll do it.
All right.
I think that'll do it.
I'm plugging in the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, plug in the Wi-Fi. We had previously turned it off as well as you unplugged it, I think. So it's not here yet.
And it's ready to be turned on. They're on the interface.
Okay. I think this is compatible with Rand Israel's last comment. Delete and recreate the key. Disconnect all adapters. Restart. Reconnect adapters. So we'll delete the keys and be connected to Wi-Fi, then restart and reconnect on Wi-Fi, then connect the Ethernet.
Yeah, let me connect to the proper Wi-Fi here.
Oh, yeah. Should I take you off screen?
No, that's all right.
All right.
Connected, secured. So
Restart is highly recommended.
Okay, let's
still not connected to any networks.
Okay.
Come on, Windows.
Now disconnect the Ethernet cable.
All right, you're gonna see a glitch now.
Yeah, glitch has occurred. I'm trying to click on network and internet and there's no response. And this screen should blink out. There it goes. And Zavita Sam, I was thinking that too, saying why fix the driver? It might be a problem on the Intel site.
Yeah, possible. Could just uninstall Intel.
Were
for a
you?
day.
Did you try downloading that from another computer, even though the other computer doesn't need that particular driver?
Yep. Yep. Manually transfer the driver installed. Driver installed fine. Then ran Windows Update. That's fine. Then Intel throws up the error again.
Okay, that doesn't really address my question. So let me restate it. When you your manual installation of the driver, didn't you use that link that was provided in chat?
Correct.
Okay, so you did not go to another computer and use that button on that website.
Correct.
I want to know if you click that button on that website using another computer, are you able to download? If you can't, then that says it's a problem with the website. But you're saying you can?
Because I've done other laptops for the Rotary computer drive, and that's been fine. The previous two, like that Toshiba, fine.
Okay. All right. See, coming back to Dennis's computer. Where are we at? Okay, so we got back connected. Ethernet's not connected, so we're on Wi-Fi now. Then we'll go back to registry, and we'll delete that registry key again. I'm not getting response to clicks. Do you see me moving the mouse, Dennis?
Yes, but it may not be in sync with what. Hold on. Let me restart the machine. That'd be the easiest thing, I think.
Well, I'd rather go look at the registry again before you do that. Can you close this window?
Oh, come on, I can't reach.
The mouse isn't moving.
Situation.
I'm trying to right click on the gear icon at the bottom. Nope, that won't work either. All right, I'm keeping my hands off the mouse, Dennis. You got it.
I wonder if that's what it is. Okay, hold on. I think I know what it is.
Okay.
My Synergy is acting up. I need to take the headset off for a second also.
All right. Okay, so I've got Zoom back up on screen. Going over to look at Sam's computer on screen. So that update completed.
Yep. Then Intel back to square one.
So Intel back to square one. Are you?
Yep.
You're not still needing to download that driver though, are you? What do you mean by back to square one? That tells me that
it's still throwing up the same error if I hit download. So what my prediction is, or what I feel like doing, is just uninstalling Intel and calling it a day, saying, "Hey, Windows is up to date. Computer has no issue." That's what I feel like doing now.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. Call it a day.
Yep. New user will probably won't know that Intel had an error, and they probably won't care.
Right. And if you try to explain it to them, you get glassy-eyed deer in the headlights.
Yeah, I'll probably even get that far. I'll probably even meet them. I'll give it to organization in the middle, and they probably won't care as well.
Do you do any functional testing on these computers? Other than installing the drivers?
Yeah, so what I do is I test to make sure the computer works. I run the manufacturer diagnostic tool, and if everything comes up clean, then I donate it as well.
All right. Gary's put a link in chat for you. Download and run as admin. What is that?
I'll give that a shot.
Intel 7th to 10th gen processor
I'm getting
graphics.
caught. I'm sorry. All right, I turned off what the problem was.
Okay.
I think we are in business. Are you connected? It looks like you're connected.
Yeah, I'm switching back to your screen. So that link that Gary gave you, was that just to try a different download button on the Intel site and see if it works?
Maybe. Not sure.
All right. But I like it for that reason. There might be some other reason. Okay, so let's see. We're on Wi-Fi.
You aren't connected to any networks.
Okay, so I got the mouse.
Microsoft, I'm going to sue you. Why are you telling me lies?
Let's see. I'm going to make this full screen to make sure I'm not running regedit on Baby Beast. There we go, regedit. Oh, now I'm going to have to go find that. Oh, we're at the network list. That's right. Profiles folder is still gone. And I don't need to refresh that because we just relaunched it. Okay. What is this new networks about? Okay, there's nothing in there. All right. Then I'm going to restart it, Dennis, okay?
All right. Okay.
Let's bring Zoom back up, and I'm going to switch over to see what Sam's up to.
Create a new key
nothing
first.
Much.
This is the one that was failing for you.
Correct. Yep. It's back to
and
the
that's
start.
probably still failing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, download failed unexpectedly.
Yep.
Can I open the downloads?
Yep, fine. I downloaded the driver on another machine, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, there's no other downloads in here.
Correct. Same with it.
So you remove the downloads after you're done with them? Is that what it is?
On Edge, I didn't, but on Chrome, I haven't downloaded anything. So you can open up Edge if you want and check downloads. Nothing much in there.
I just wanted to see and let the
sure
audience
that
see
is
that
either.
there are
My apologies.
that there are downloads. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing much.
Sam, it is not the same driver.
Okay, somebody's telling us it's not the same driver. What is that about?
Might try Gary's link.
Zavi is saying, Sam, it's not the same. Yeah, Gary's link was not the same driver. It's it's some other driver on Intel's website. So I would be interested.
Yeah, I might do that.
I would be interested for you to go try that and see if you have troubles with downloading anything from Intel on that computer.
That is the latest driver, and it's valid. And I just downloaded it with no problem.
Excellent. Cool. I'll try that now. Let me just pull up my server network share, and I'll run the driver once downloaded.
Did you download the one I posted or the one Z posted?
I'm doing yours now. Yep. All right, let's run it.
On Dennis's computer, we're connected to Wi-Fi. Checking, see the status of that. And it is showing us that we're connected now. Oh, it's public network.
Hey guys, with Dennis's, can we try again booting on the different partition just to see how it's working? Make sure it's still private.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Let's do. We haven't got to the point of reconnecting the Ethernet after having deleted those profiles, so we're going to complete that process first. Okay, Dennis, go ahead and connect the Wi-Fi. Excuse me. I said that. Hold off. Don't connect yet if you haven't. What I intended to say was connect the Ethernet, but I'm asking you to delay that.
I stepped away anyway.
Oh, good. Okay, because I want to check the registry to see what's showing in the profiles before we connect that Ethernet.
It has a profile now.
Yeah, it does. Profile folder exists, and there's no entries in there. Okay.
Probably inside the child item.
Oh, did that have a child?
Yeah, it has
oh,
a
it
child
did.
underneath.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's there. TrendNet, is that the name of the USB Wi-Fi?
Yes, that's the name of my SID, to be exact.
Okay. Then let's also bring up Device Manager.
In case you hadn't seen it before, I had an issue with a USB port upon startup as well, but I'm not sure what it's talking about. It said something about last USB device was not recognized.
Okay, I don't think I saw that. But we are using the motherboard Ethernet, right? That's what we've been using.
No, at the moment you're on the Wi-Fi only.
Yeah, but when you plug in the Ethernet cable, that's going into the motherboard Ethernet port.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, go ahead. Let's see. There's another panel I should open. Let's open. I know somebody in chat has previously given me the command to get straight to the old school network.
Adapter settings, maybe?
Yeah, I think that's where we can see it. Yeah. So here we'll see it get connected. We'll get these arranged. And the registry is not going to pop up an entry until we do a refresh anyway. Okay, so there we have Wi-Fi.
One of the Express VPNs decided to bring itself back online.
Oh,
interesting.
Did we we disabled that on...
I disabled all of it.
Yeah, but on IDA's login is where we were at, and that's where we're at now. All right, go ahead and plug in the Ethernet.
Ethernet. Okay, Ethernet is plugged in.
Okay, we saw a reaction in Device Manager. We haven't got any slide out panel. I'm guessing that change in the registry did not fix.
That says the Wi-Fi is on a private network. Did you notice that?
Well, I changed it to private after we restarted the computer.
Okay.
We're in control panel now. And the Ethernet's on private also. But what's going to happen after we restart is the question. So I'm going to turn off the Wi-Fi, then we'll restart.
All right.
And we'll refresh on registry and see what we got. Now I clicked to turn off Wi-Fi and I didn't see the switch turn off. That's because I've already lost connection. Even though I still see the screen, I can't do anything because that's just residual. Now I'm back to Log Me In Rescue Technician.
This says you're connected. Oh, no, never mind. Now it says it. Now it says it.
Yeah, so you were looking at these messages here. Support said remote.
I was looking at the ones just above the last two.
Yeah, connection closed. DougBetts stopped. Yeah, those are all within the last minute. Okay. So now we're on Ethernet. Oh, I want to check refresh the registry. And it was here on view. This is network list profiles. I did not add any new items. I'm gonna suspect that no matter which device you're using, that this is created based upon the router you're connecting to.
I'm not sure what it says for Ethernet because it hasn't updated. It hasn't given us a new profile yet.
Yeah. Is your router a TrendNet?
Yeah, it is a TrendNet device.
Oh, okay. So this is actually a description and profile name for that device that you're connected to, and
that's the entire SID, but I use their. That's what they recommended.
Yeah. Hello, Ski Man.
Tech.
Okay, restarting.
And I do not know where that desktop picture is.
Oh.
Wherever it is in USA, I think.
Is that on the Bing system?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what this user account is using.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, I use Dynamic Theme, a Microsoft Store item.
Okay. And restart.
Dynamic Theme gives you all kinds of options. Beep.
Yes, Greg, we're still working on the private network issue. Oh, Rand said create a new key first.
Well, he doesn't know what that subkey will be. It's some sort of GUID that it just makes up.
Yeah, I'd be surprised to see if we can actually create a new key ourselves.
Okay, I guess you need my PIN number. I'll do that.
Yeah, I haven't brought it back up on screen yet. For me, I don't. Yeah, I just got my launch remote connection button.
Bottom right still says I have a USB issue.
Oh, that. Okay, well that's on notifications, isn't it? So we should be able to look at that. No new notification. No, it's not there. It looked like it was a notification.
Oh, do not disturb is turned on. How silly of us.
I meant recreate the profile's key, but it was recreated automatically.
Okay.
I haven't plugged anything in except for the Ethernet cable, and that's not USB. So let's go.
Okay.
And the Wi-Fi is working, obviously.
Well, the Wi-Fi is turned off.
Yeah, it was, but it was working. Oh, it says public.
Yeah, we're on public.
Now, in theory, there's supposed to be two things in that in the private profile thing, you know. I could be wrong, but it says there's only one.
Yeah, because I'm thinking the profile only gets created for each network that you're connected to, regardless of which adapter you use to make that connection. How about
the description changed from TrendNet blah 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 to just network?
Oh, it did.
Like.
It did. Sure enough. Aha. Well, okay, that makes...
The profile is linked to the default gateway.
Ran Israel says the profile is linked to the default gateway. Okay, that makes sense. The default gateway is going to be the same regardless of which network adapter you're using. Wintermute puts a link in. I don't know what topic that's in relation to. Take a quick look at it. Oh, all right. He's showing the location of your background image. I'm showing it on the YouTube if you're monitoring that. It's Galapagos Island Tours. Yeah.
Oh, so it's in Ecuador.
Yeah.
Got ya.
Well done, Wintermute.
Good job.
I wonder, Wintermute, did you do did you Google the image where you actually take a screenshot of the image and then paste it into a Google search to get that? Let's see. So this changed to network. See if now, and we already know if we turn the Wi-Fi back on, this is not going to, well, it's not going to change dynamically, but if we restart the computer with both the Ethernet and the Wi-Fi turned on, I think it doesn't really care what the wording is in here. And some of you, myself included, when you look at that, I particularly notice it on the control panel networks, you'll see that they're named wrong, because I think I have my own Ethernet connections on my computers even here claim to be or show a Wi-Fi name, even though they aren't Wi-Fi. So when you go into this change adapter settings so that we can see all of the things here where they would, I'd actually have an Ethernet connection that was labeled Wi-Fi. So the name doesn't really matter. Now, how about, Dennis, what would it take for you to connect to the Wi-Fi of your router and skip your the Wi-Fi of your modem, your cable modem?
I would have to connect to it instead and put in a password.
So the SSID is already available to you? You
Yes.
don't have to go turn it on at the at the modem. Okay, can we do that?
Yeah, the modem is hot. Everybody can connect to it, but they need a password to do anything.
Okay.
So let me do that. All right, where are we at here? Oh, Ethernet. All right, turn the Wi-Fi back on. Show available networks. Is it connected? Why does that say TrendNet? That might be somebody else's TrendNet.
Oh, it could be.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Are
we okay to show that screen? I have you off.
Yeah,
right now.
they're just SIDs.
All right.
Where's Sid? Come on.
Manage no networks. Hey, what?
Hell?
What? Hey, this down lower, Dennis, where it says manage no networks, add remove net. Did you just do that click, or did I?
Go ahead. You have the mouse at the moment.
All right. I'm going to close that. Come down to manage no networks. Oh.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I'm interested in forgetting these networks.
That last one is my what you call it, like cable modem.
That's the cable modem. All right.
Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, we probably could forget the other three for now.
All right. Because forgetting them should give us the ability to see that fly out message. Do you want your computer to be discoverable?
Yeah. Forget.
Okay.
Quick question, guys. On Dennis's computer, what brand Ethernet adapter and Wi-Fi adapter is that?
Oh, the motherboard it's a Realtek. It's a Realtek onboard Ethernet.
How about the Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi is I don't know what it is offhand.
Oh,
it's a TP-Link. It says TP-Link there.
Yeah, showing it on screen in Device Manager. Okay.
Going out of the way. Let me see what's going on here.
All right, you got the mouse.
Am I even connected? I don't even know. Ethernet. I'm disconnecting Ethernet, so I know what's going on here.
All right. And I no longer have a connection, but I still have the visual from the last thing that was available.
What about the network? Manage no network. Click. Connect automatically within range. Okay, I'll turn that on. Is it connecting? I don't know. Oh yeah, now it says it. Let me verify I have internet. Oh, what's new in Chrome? We have a Chrome update. Surprise, surprise. I don't care about that. Okay, I don't. Okay. Okay, I'm connected to the cable modem.
Okay.
Yeah,
and I see we're on public network currently. So I'll click to change that to private. Close that.
If you do an IP config, it should show a regular external IP.
Oh, your modem is in bridge mode. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Which we don't really want that to be private network though, because that means they can get to your computer, but they'd have to have a password. So we won't have that for very long.
Yeah, well, this won't be here very long.
Yeah. All right. No, that's got a local.
It has its own address. It has its own IP. Okay.
Have you looked at what the WAN IP address is for your router that's connected to the modem?
My router is ends with 2.1, so that 0.1 is for the cable modem itself. So apparently it does have its own.
Yeah,
IP.
2.1. If it's 192.168.2.1, then that's your cable modem is actually serving as a router and it's not in bridge mode. So we're not exposing you to the internet.
Yeah, I'm not being exposed. Okay.
Okay.
So now what?
So now, did that give us another network profile? Because this is a different network now.
Yes, it is.
Let's see, profiles.
Yes,
we have a
We have another network.
Okay. Yeah, here's the Tigo Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it even says Tigo Wi-Fi.
Okay, but we didn't get that fly-out panel. Do you want your computer to be discoverable? Or at least I never saw it. I might not have been seeing the screen at that time.
Let's try this. Go to the network this way. Eris. Oh yeah, that's the brand name of the cable modem.
Okay.
Eris. But we don't have a thing about discoverability on there.
Yeah, well, this this is not. The LAN from your router is not going to let us through the network address translation of your private router. Okay.
No, they're different. They're different networks.
Yeah. Well, it can be configured to let traffic go through, but you'd have to manually do that.
Try another restart.
Yeah, we're ready to restart. Whoever was asking that ran.
I don't know where I left it. I probably put it in private.
Yeah, I did the click for private. Wintermute asking, can we look at services, particularly DNS client, function discovery, resource publication, and SSDP discovery? Want to see that they are running. Yeah, we can do that. We've documented the symptom pretty well. We've shown a lot of things that have failed to solve the problem. We're running up to the 2 hours of time. I'm doing pretty decently as far as my headache is concerned, but I am thinking that we'll shut down and see if other comments or emails come in with other significant ideas. This is causing you some level of nuisance because anytime you want to transfer files from one to another, you have to switch it to private. Okay. I click over here.
Public.
Yep. Oh, let's do another thing though. Let's go demonstrate on your other boot partition. You will have to go back to the YouTube for today and pick up that link because this will not, my remote connection will not survive this. Okay, so
we'll do that.
I'm going to go ahead and disconnect, and you can let us know when you've got it restarted under the other Windows.
Okay, I'm going to sign out of here first.
Yeah. Sam, are you resolved for at this point?
No, I haven't fixed the Intel driver update issue, just going in circles, so I'll just uninstall it and call it a day because Windows updates fine, computer's fine. Just Intel being strange, so that's what I'll do after the live stream.
As a summary, you said you get the same problem when you do in private and when you use a different browser?
Yep.
Okay, wait a second. Can I interject for a second, guys?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
You downloaded the link I gave you. And
correct.
Can we go to your device manager?
Sure. I did run yours, then I ran Windows Update again. But it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but go to device manager first. I think we're looking at two different things here. Quite possibly.
Maybe.
And look at device adapter.
Okay.
This is not on.
We have to move this over. Device adapter. Oh, that'll be under net. No, under.
For what device?
Device adapter Intel. Up farther up.
For display adapters?
I said device. I apologize. Yeah, display.
Display adapters section.
Yeah. And I'm actually on my own machine. Yeah, display.
And that has an exclamation mark on it, doesn't it?
That's still an issue, not an issue really. Go ahead and double click it or click it, whatever. Go to driver.
Mm-hmm.
Click it again.
Driver detail.
Okay, you want to fix it? I've seen this. Go to update driver.
Yep.
One down, update driver. Hit enter. There, click it. Browse. Go ahead. Below. No, below. Let pick. Back up. No.
Hang on a second. There's a delay with what Gary's seeing and what Sam is doing. So let me
Sorry.
let me try let me try sharing the screen. Let's see which screen
Zoom, yeah, that might work.
Let's do.
Yeah, go back. Do you want to do pick from driver? Pick from the list of drivers right there.
Yep.
Take the next one down.
Sure.
Gary, are you able to see his screen now through Zoom?
Yes, sir. No, hold on. Well, it's there. Actually, hold on a second. When you went full screen, I just lost it. Hold on. Exit full screen. Yes. Yeah, take the next one.
Yep.
For some reason, Intel does that whenever you install it. You notice the newer one is below?
Oh yeah, 31 over 30. Yeah. Bit bizarre. I'll try the newer one and see how I go.
Click next. It does that every time you install them.
Oh, okay.
No, it does on my machine too, and I have a 13980 HX processor on my laptop. When I put down Intel driver, it always goes back to the base Windows 11 Intel driver on that.
Then I'll check Intel as well.
It went through and updated.
Let me just check there, and I'll check settings. Yep. No, now doing a security update. Okay, that's different. But still, I'm doing an update.
No, that's
This is the driver that was installed from the file he downloaded.
Yeah, and Intel's fine. So thank you. Problem solved.
That is an Intel issue. I have it on mine.
Okay.
Today.
Cool.
Can you guys answer? Can you answer Zvi's question? I'm kind of lost track. He says this is the driver that was installed from the file he downloaded.
Yes. No, actually, it doesn't look like it. But I downloaded for my machine last night. Installed it this morning. I mean, last night about midnight-ish, and it always reverts back to the Windows default driver from the install. Then you go in like you just did it, update it to the current driver. I do not know why. I have actually through work talked to Intel, and they like, yeah, we've seen that. I said, what's the darn answer? And they go, we've seen it.
Oh, great.
Did you not? And then I have another question for everybody if we got a second.
But before you do that, no. Before you do that, still on the same subject, does that explain why he wasn't even able to download that driver?
Now the Windows reviewing the driver in the update.
Yep, I would say yes.
You think so? Because I wasn't trying to install it; it was just trying to download it.
Right.
Actually, the download we have had, we don't use that at work, but I have seen that on friends' computers. I mean, not every day, and I don't deal with it, but it's been with the laptops only. I've not seen that with desktop chips, even with desktop with built-in graphics. But I have seen it with laptops because they like you to they even give you a link to go to Lenovo, go to Dell, blah, blah, blah. And I think he's got it on his when he does it in system, doesn't he? So you go check Lenovo or something.
Yep.
Because they don't like installing laptop drivers with the system.
Oh, okay.
For video only.
All right. Responding. Let's see. Zvi says now the Windows reverting the driver in the update. I think that's in line with what you guys have been saying.
No, I think it's clean. And until you go to system, troubleshoot, run Windows Update Diagnostics, those three things will stay there or to the next reboot. That is a Windows 11 23H2 feature. See where it says 3 completed?
Yep. They're fine.
Until 22H.
Fine.
Until 22H2 23H2, that did not happen.
Ah. Yep, all updated. Hmm. Hmm. Guess we're done.
Okay. All right. Let's turn back to Dennis. Let's see. I need to unshare that screen. And
Sure.
you guys might have adjustments you need to make on Zoom. I might. No, that looks okay. Then I need to get this preview screen off of one of my monitors and then get back to Dennis's computer. Now this came in as customer because it's Dennis's other partition. I'm not getting any keyboard.
I am back, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I'm here.
And
I'm allowing your switch actions.
okay. I'm working to get connected. Let's see, restart as a system service. You should have a prompt for that.
Get this out of the way. It was behind my network. It was behind my settings thing.
Okay.
Okay. And there's the settings.
I'm not seeing your screen yet.
This configuration, we're back to the onboard network. This is the onboard adapter.
Okay.
Or I shouldn't call it adapter. It's a network. It's the onboard thing. Onboard Ethernet. That's what I meant.
All right. We see your screen now. Nope. That's nope. No, we don't. That's Sam's computer. There, I got a launch remote control button. Okay, now we see your screen. Do you see me moving the mouse, Dennis?
Yes.
All right, so we got private network. We're on the Ethernet, and we'll try restarting, see if it sticks on private.
I have this web page open that somebody gave us a link to from 10 forums. I'll be looking into that later.
Okay.
But it's talking about group policy. Something that we've already changed, by the way, but it didn't do any good.
Yeah, Greg M gave us, there's a way to force network type, public and private via group policy editor. Yeah, actually, we tried that and it did not stick. No, we didn't did we do it in group policy edit? Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did. Yeah.
You changed something from not configured to private.
Right, we did.
One of the items.
Yeah, and I think that was subsequent to his.
Did you guys boot to the other partition? I didn't catch it.
Yes, this is the other partition now.
And it went to private or public?
It was on
private.
It was on private when it came up.
Okay.
And so we're restarting the computer to see if that sticks.
Just a thought. Any clue about it being made? How did it do the partition? Some software or just Windows?
Just using Windows.
I've never seen. Honestly, I've never tried that.
Oh, look at that!
We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
This has turned me into a liar.
There is an option there to disable the user to change the locations in that group policy editor.
Definitely gonna sue you. It says I'm on a public network now.
All right. Well, I actually consider that useful.
Because now we can't blame Windows anymore.
Well, okay, yeah, we can't blame the operating system. This is a separate operating system installation. Something about the communication between your computer and your router. You have other Windows 11 computers that don't do this, right?
No, they don't do this. They are not doing this.
I haven't got the connection back yet. My screen still shows you rebooting.
What time is it?
Another stupid question. Both partitions are Windows 11 Pro.
Crap.
Give them a minute.
This computer is Windows 11 Pro.
On both the partitions.
Yes, both. This said your applet has expired again.
Oh, okay. You'll have to redo the link.
Try again.
Yeah, you can't. That when you do that link, you can only do it once each time you click the link. So you can't go back and relaunch the prior download to reestablish the connection. That won't work.
Okay, I'm going through YouTube here.
I see you're coming in again.
I have to use I'm using Edge because I don't have Chrome installed on here.
Oh, you're going to retrieve the link again?
No, I had to go back to your YouTube link.
Yeah.
I'm re-downloading the new one.
Okay, well then that should show up on my screen as a third person. I already saw you coming back in as a second person on my screen, but that couldn't be the right one because...
Which one is the new one? It would be really helpful if I knew which one was the new one. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There's only one copy. I overwrote the other one. It's running. It says Doug will be here shortly. It specifically says DougBetts will be with you shortly. No, I'm kidding.
Well, actually, it could have because I have controls over what that message says.
Kill. Okay. Yes.
All right. This should get us
okay. Don't do that.
I'm moving the mouse.
It's you. Never mind, it's you.
All right. So you already gave us the spoiler telling us that it is.
Yeah, it's public.
It went to public. So it's changing on either of those Windows installations. But until we did this, you were of the impression that this Windows partition was functioning properly.
Yeah, I thought it was this morning.
Well,
earlier.
Let's have a conversation that would usually take place earlier. How long ago did you notice this problem?
The problem started only 2 or 3 days ago.
Okay.
The same day I got a certain indication of a virus, actually.
Oh yes, and the way you fixed that was by restoring the computer to a prior backup.
I did a restore to a prior backup. How far back? The prior backup was made on Tuesday.
Okay.
And the problem occurred on Wednesday.
And that virus is no longer detected, right?
No, the virus is gone.
Okay.
Did you restore the computer or the partition?
Was your restore restoring both of the boot partitions? Was it only restoring the C drive partition?
It restored C drive and the what you call it, the BCD.
Okay. System partition.
The BCD being
contains
that's what controls which Windows gets
the boot
loaded.
configuration data. Yeah. So the way this came to your attention is you weren't able to copy files from one computer to another. Is that right?
It was my first indicator was my computer was not showing up where it was supposed to be showing up.
Yeah. Okay.
On a third computer, it's supposed to say Ryzen 3, and it says nothing.
Okay.
Instead.
But I imagine that you discovered that because you were trying to copy files from one computer to another.
Or I was going to, yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise there wouldn't have been any reason for you to be looking for that computer through the network.
Right.
So my next question then, you discovered that whatever number of days ago. That is not necessarily when the problem happened, because it might have been 2 weeks or 3 months since the last time you tried to copy files from one to another, or that might be a daily thing for you. I don't know. What is it?
I normally do it every day.
You copy files between computers every day. Okay.
Yeah, they're just MP4 files.
Okay. So that means something occurred. Well,
something happened last week to change it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it is.
Do you know the
Dennis,
Go ahead.
did you download any NurseSoft utilities or any Wi-Fi utilities?
No,
Okay.
but that's the specific kind that caused my virus, because
Well, it's not a virus.
I already had it downloaded.
Okay, you did download. That is not a virus, 100%. What happens with most NurseSoft utilities? Matter of fact, I write utilities like that. Well, I haven't in the past 2 years, but what happens is Microsoft goes, whoa, you're trying to get real deep into the machine. We're going to stop this right now, and it's a virus. It is not. If you go looking for keys, NurseSoft, I've done this too. Hey, I screwed up and lost my Outlook password. You go look for it. Microsoft goes, whoa, stop. You're not going to do this. It's a virus. If you look for the product key with a non-Microsoft program, stop. You're not going to do this. You're trying to get something. If you can go look for the router key. Okay. I mean, NurseSoft has utility and it works. It's a good utility, but Microsoft says, stop. You're not doing that.
Okay.
They're not sitting at home, but
you made your point.
Doing something that is very bad, but it will not cause a problem.
Okay, you made your point. But
no, I know, but just.
But this was NurseSoft that was detected or reported as a virus. Okay, so yeah, it wasn't a virus, but it was. So there was a NurseSoft involved in this somehow. But Dennis, did you say that you actually did not download anything of NurseSoft intentionally?
Not in the year 2024.
Okay.
Yeah, but it'll stay on that directory forever.
Oh, it was. I found 2 other copies of it after the fact on my other computers.
All right.
I mean, if you have a directory, it'll report it today if you run Windows Defender against it.
Yeah. The setup program, as we're discussing, is now gone on all of my systems.
Okay.
But what most people do is just exclude that directory because half the programs will. But anyway.
Okay.
And you have no problem with dual boot. Okay. I have no.
All right. Well, I'd like to step away from this and shut down and see what ideas come up over the following days. We have definitely documented the symptom and found things that don't solve the symptom. And ran Israel.
This is funny. I'm running your applet. Your applet's running in 2 places. That's funny.
Yeah, I kind of saw indication of something like that too.
I don't know how I overwrote the other copy. It's very funny.
Oh, well, it starts when you download that, it shows up on my screen as an incoming connection before you even run it.
Oh.
So it's kind of weird how that
I would try the policy editor option to not allow the user to change the location and see if that has any effect.
I'm expired. The one on the right is what you're doing as your current one.
Oh, hang on a moment, Dennis. Stay there. Greg has got reminded me of something that I think a subject came up earlier. This is pretty quick and easy to try. So let's try this. This is trying a policy editor option to not allow the user to change the location. If the user isn't allowed to change the location, will that fix this issue? So let me come.
Can we go back to my main Windows 11 first?
Yeah, because that's where it's going to be worth doing. So I'm going to take you off screen, let you restart, and you're going to have to relaunch the link.
Okay. Restarting.
All right.
Can I say something, Doug?
Go ahead.
Okay, real quick. I posted a path in chat. The reason I posted that is on personal and at work, because we allow users, well, we don't allow, we have it set that it looks for Windows Defender updates periodically. Won't go into any detail. That is the base that Microsoft lists on everything on their website. We actually have people we talk to at Microsoft. They admit that is the base. We have 2 later versions than that have shown up. One is showing up in a brand new computer, well, updates on a brand new AMD CAD machine that's in the 30, 40, 50, range, 1,000 range, and laptops that are not. 2 different later versions. We asked Microsoft about it. They'll say, don't worry about it, but they won't admit to it. They literally will not tell us if they're correct or not, but they will say, don't worry about it. That's why I'm asking. I'm just wondering if anybody else is going to. I mean, I've never had Microsoft do that. It's like our people go, it's not valid. What's going on? Danger, Will Robinson, danger. And I just want to see if anybody else has gotten it in a while. But literally their option is, we won't tell you because it's Defender, but don't worry about it. And for anybody that is really into Defender, it does not run out of program files or program files 86. It runs out of program data.
Oh, that's your point. All this time I couldn't understand what are you getting at? No, it's not until you mentioned program data that I'd see. Oh.
That's what runs the malware antivirus, even though it is in program files. If you check, I mean, it does, but you can go check in, Task Manager. That is where it runs out of. Your actual antivirus from anti-malware from Microsoft runs in program data. It does not run in program files. Again, you can check in Microsoft, for yourself, 100%. Task Manager. And it also, in Task Scheduler, changes it each time it updates, and it has not updated for over 2 months, and it usually is less than monthly. And Microsoft says, don't worry about it. Now, the definitions update to that every hour and a half. At the most, we've seen them go 4 hours. So definitions for malware and antivirus update no more than 4 hours, and that's not including the cloud, which they say update it immediately. So if you have cloud turned on, it's, they hit something that's there right now. And I think it was to Z. Yes, I did. I just want everybody else had it. Wait a minute.
Okay, so I just looked through Zvi's link. Let's see, we're waiting for Dennis to get back in. It's waiting for me. Start system applet.
Sorry, my cable is really short on my headset, so I'm having a lot of issues with it right now. I'm trying to work with it.
And if somebody asks a question, if you can do it in a quote batch file, just set it to private.
Right.
If you have a killer Intel killer driver, either Ethernet or Wi-Fi, they do have an option for that in one of their software. I'm trying to find it, but I know it is there. And they have an option to actually spread it against Wi-Fi and Ethernet. So it's whatever's not busy at the moment. So you can use both adapters at the same time on your machine if you have Intel killer adapters. And if you remember me on the total side note, if you have Wi-Fi 6 or 6E adapters, if you put Wi-Fi 7 on adapters, even if you do not have a Wi-Fi 7 router, our connections are better and our distance is about 30 feet more in the warehouse. We're starting to update everything to Wi-Fi 7 and tell drivers right there. What are they? BE200 adapters or B200?
Okay.
All of our scanners are Intel.
Yeah, on that piece about, was it Rand that was saying about putting in something in task scheduler? Probably I've done that too. Just I'll create a batch file and trigger it in task scheduler on each reboot to make a change. And he's saying that you can do it in PowerShell. So that would be running a PowerShell script on restart rather than a third-party utility. I think we've got other options on our plate before going to that.
No, but what I was suggesting, I don't think he has killer. He has Realtek, but the killer will override the PowerShell.
Oh,
that's why I said look at there.
All right.
So if you do PowerShell and you have the killer, you don't want the killer because they have 6 services running that hog the system, but they are out there.
All right, we're getting reconnected to Dennis's computer here. I think it's probably prompting you, Dennis.
Hello.
Yeah, Dennis.
Oh, I see it. I see it on YouTube. You have denied DougBetts? No, I haven't.
I feel so denied.
Oh, it's because your last message was sitting behind the network settings again.
Access denied.
All right. Do you see me moving the mouse?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, these chat windows will stay available until you dismiss them even from a previous session. So looking down at
427 says you have denied DougBetts permission. I didn't deny anything. I couldn't see it.
Oh.
I couldn't see the question. So blame Computer Age Consulting instead.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. That works. Okay. Where are we at? We're back on yours.
I'm going back to. I'm trying to get to the network settings.
All right. You got the mouse. It's on public network. Now, what we were going for was to do that registry setting or group policy editor setting, I think, to
DougBetts, poor baby.
Yeah, John, that helped a lot. Thanks.
Oh, baby. We're going to group policy editor now, I think.
Yeah, go to group policy editor. Yeah, that's what we're interested in. So,
yeah, that's the ticket.
So I just did Windows key R poll edit. I did that wrong. We did it a different way earlier.
It's GP edit, isn't it?
GP edit.
GP edit.
But we did it with the MSC, GP edit.msc. There's a way to get into it without doing the MSC. It's a more direct. Okay. Now, am I going to try to remember the path? Computer configuration, security settings.
Almost 2.5 hours. Wow.
Okay. Let's see, where was it?
Where did we change something?
Doug, you know I am
before?
teasing you. You have a great show.
I know you're teasing me, but you're distracting me every time you hit me with SpeakerBot with something that isn't what I'm asking for. Security, GP edit. Where is that at? Here, Greg M. Computer configuration, Windows settings, security settings, network list. That was registry though. That wasn't GP edit. Was it? GPA at MSC. What was the path? Here we go. Group policy. Navigate to local computer policy. Windows settings.
Security settings.
Local computer
and
policy.
then network list.
Windows settings. Security settings. Network list. Manager policies. Is this
that looks familiar?
Yeah, we went here to see if there was anything set, and there wasn't. What we're trying to get to now is where somebody's asking us to set that group policy to prevent the user from changing settings. Now, Greg M. more recently in chat, computer configuration, Windows settings, security setting, network list, manager policies. How do we tell it to not allow the user to change the network type? Oh, here it is. All right. User permissions. User cannot change name. This is for changing name. If we go to network location, user permissions.
There's the thing you changed earlier.
Cannot change location. Yeah. Here we just said private, but we didn't do this one for disallowing the user from changing location. Network icon. Well, we could set them all that the user can't change them, but network location is what we're after. Name. I'll leave that allowed. So that was network. Unidentified, identifying networks, all networks that a user connects to. Is there anything similar here? Network name, location, user cannot change location. So we'll do it here as well. These permissions control if a user can change such and such. How is that different than this one? Oh, this one is probably our current network, which is called network. So this current network, we're saying that, oh, that didn't, oh, no, over here. Yeah, the change stock. So that was denying the user changing it from this network. And here we made that for all networks. Can't change the location. We need to change it before that policy gets implemented. Since that's not a registry item, that's a policy item. So that's going to take effect when we next restart, I'm pretty sure. And we'll see a line in here that says your settings are managed by your administrator. But I'm wrong about that. It's already in effect. We can't change to private network. Now, at this moment, we have all networks set to disallow changing network location. If I change this back to not configured, is that enough? No, not yet. Try all networks. Here, not configured. There, that's stuck. Now that we're on private network, change this back that user cannot change location and see if that is yeah, that's instantly. I didn't think group policy editor took that immediate of an effect. Okay. Now we got to restart the computer and see if it'll stay on private network. Now, if this works, that solves the problem for Dennis, but that doesn't explain or fix the cause, the original cause of this problem, this symptom.
I took the liberty to copy and paste Greg M's path.
Oh, good.
So I can undo this damage.
Yeah.
if I have to.
Yeah, because we've certainly done some damage.
Essentially, to undo everything, you put it back to not configured, right?
Yes.
Essentially.
Yes.
Operating system. Operating system has been chosen. It's loading stuff. I am logged in.
Okay, I'm launching remote control. And we're there. So, drum roll, please.
Microsoft.
Back to public. Ah, caramba. Now I bet I can't change it to private. Yeah, I can't change it to private. So the change is occurring before that policy gets applied to the current session.
I have a choice Spanish word right now, but I'll keep it private for now.
I bet you do. gpedit.msc. KEYOUSC. Now let's see how well I do. Windows settings.
Once you're mute, wants to look at the services.
At the what?
The services that may or may not be running.
Right. And there was another request that was still on the table that we haven't got to. So network list, manager policies, all networks, not configured.
Right now, I'm blaming the hardware. Specifically the motherboard.
Okay, interesting. I'm not going to turn my mind to that right now. Let's go do the services. So make that full screen. I am showing this. Windows key R.
Oh, I'm not live.
And
okay, your YouTube is live now.
All right.
I'm having the same trouble here as I do with Fortnite. Your YouTube doesn't stay live.
Okay.
Now you're live.
Okay, clicking on one of these.
There's 5,000 services running there.
Here's DNS client is running. Function discovery.
Present architect is a game.
Function discovery host provider is running. Function discovery resource publication is what he's asking for. It's running. SSDP. I think what he was asking is to make sure these are all running. SSDP is running. Its startup type is manual. I didn't notice the startup types on the others. DNS client was automatic.
There's only one service in there that I mess with personally. The rest of them, Microsoft can do it at once.
Well, we're just after the specific ones that Wintermute was asking about. And this one is manual, triggered start by something else. Looking to see if there's any follow-up from Wintermute on that or anyone else who is interested in that. That was Wintermute asking for services. System level change that's doing this. Seems like there was another thing that was outstanding that I said we would go look at because it wouldn't take long. How many times have I said that? I don't know if there's any one last thing, could direct my attention back to it. Otherwise, we're going to shut down because this old boy's tired. I'm just going to minimize that in case somebody's wanting us to go back in there. All right, nothing's come in yet. Let's shut this puppy down. Say what?
So in case you missed it, Doug, Prison Architect is a game.
Yeah, I got that. I saw somebody was asking that in chat. And that explained why you were answering the question.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, so Sam, Gary, Dennis, would you say goodbye to the peoples out there?
Goodbye, people out there.
Said exactly what I asked him to say, right? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and shut down. Oh, Sam, I don't think I got your stars on thing. I'll go ahead and do that again. There you go.
So, I saw the stars briefly.
Yeah.
There they are.
Celebration.
36 stars, Sam, yes.
It's a celebration for being able to get away from here. All right, I'm ending the Zoom session. Thanks for coming and assisting and bringing issues. John says no sound. How is there no sound? Did I know? I got my microphone going. I don't know what you meant about no sound. All right, have a great weekend, everybody, and a holiday weekend for us. Monday, President's Day here. And that'll do it. I'm out.